Ready to roll? All right. Appreciate you all coming out. Obviously, this is a big week for us. I'm excited it's game week finally. Been waiting a long time. This, it's not very hard of a game that we're getting ready for either. So, everybody's relaxed around here right now. But no, we're looking forward to playing a great opponent, top five at their place. I don't think they've lost a home game there in either 4 or 5 years. So, obviously, going to be a challenge. But I'm excited to watch our guys play. And with that, I'll open up any questions.
All right, Coach, what's the opportunity like to not only showcase your talent, but to do it on a national stage and against a high-level opponent to kind of kick things off for you?
Yeah, I think a lot of our kids think they can play at that level, so they're going to get their opportunity. And again, we'll see where we're at very quickly. And I'm really looking forward though to watching our guys and seeing how they're going to react. Good plays, bad plays. And the one thing that I keep telling them is I just don't want it to be sloppy. No pre-snap penalties. We just have to go play a clean game and try to win one play and then try to win another play. And that's kind of my message where we've been this week.
Coach Smart was asked yesterday, how do you prepare for a team like Marshall with so many unknowns? How do you prepare for a team like Georgia? There are some knowns, but maybe a similar situation for you.
Yeah, it's and again, they have new guys as well. Obviously, they have their quarterback back. They've got their running back back. They got 4 of their 5 offensive linemen. A couple new wide receivers that we've watched that were in other places. And their defensive front. They lost some guys, but obviously they're Georgia. They stockpile them there. So, but just preparing for those kind of guys and the expected. We know the quarterback can run a little bit. We know the tailback's a really, really good player. Their offensive line is big. So, again, how are we going to react? Or are we going to be emotional if something bad happens early, or are we going to be able to put it behind us and move forward? And that's going to be key for us in this game.
Coach, I'll play the Captain Obvious guy. I know that everybody wonders who you might start at quarterback in the 2 deep. Is that still under evaluation for all the positions this week?
Yeah, it is. You guys will know at 3:30 on Saturday along with me. But I like all 3 of our guys. Carlos obviously is. He's got some experience. Zion has started games. Jakai is the young guy, has a big arm. So, and they're all a little different with what they do. So, you may see all 3 of them. Depending on how the game goes, and we're not going to let one guy sit in there and struggle all day. If he's not moving the ball, then the next guy's going to go in, and we're planning for that right now. So we have a plan for all 3 of those guys and see where we're at.
Tony, it's not like you haven't been in big arenas before, but obviously you step into it for the first time as a head coach, and all the way from Van High School. How gratifying is that going to be for you?
Yeah, it's awesome to be able to lead Marshall into Athens, Georgia, and again, it means a lot. Somebody put out, I think our football account put it out. I mean, you got 3 guys on the sideline with West Virginia roots that are calling plays and going to be a part of all this. So it's going to be special, and I can't get caught up in the emotion of that. I got to be a head coach and be able to manage the game.
Coach, Marshall football's had a history of some big upset victories on the road. So do you use that to motivate the players, convince them that it could happen again, and what's the recipe to make it happen?
Yeah, I think our guys know. Everybody still talks about Notre Dame from a couple years ago, and I've heard it 100 times in the last couple weeks. That last time we went down there, we lost 13-10. So, Georgia was a little different team back then, and Marshall was too. So, but obviously a great opportunity for us. And I've said it all week long or all month long, we're not going down there just to collect a check. We're going to win the game. Can we? That's the unknown right now. Are we going to fight? Yes. So, that's what I've been putting out to our kids.
Coach, you talked before camp about using the depth chart as a tool to kind of keep, I guess I would say, keep guys better rather than to maybe let someone be complacent. How did that develop depth for you guys. It feels like most positions you have a pretty deep room all across the board.
Yeah, we do. And, there's some guys that that you all will be surprised when you see them run on the field with the first defense or offense on Saturday. And I'm proud of those kids. We had some position moves within camp. We had some DBs that were playing really well that were ones and twos, and now they're all, they're ones now. So, we're moving pieces, and it's not over. Obviously Georgia's a big evaluation of where we're at. When the lights come on, how are they going to react? And Sunday we have to get back in here, win, lose, or draw, and we're going to have to figure this thing out. Who are our best 11 guys on both sides of the ball, and who are guys that are backups that we can count on? So this depth chart is going to be revolving, these first few weeks to see where we're at.
Based on history, I know you can't go off of film what this team's going to look like maybe defensively, but what do you anticipate a Georgia football team's going to look like on Saturday?
Very big up front that can run really fast and hit really hard. So, those linebackers, DBs, they get the best of the best. And obviously with Kirby, his defensive background, they're very well coached. They're sound with all their schemes. They don't give up a lot of big plays. So, we're going to have to grind this thing out. And, 2 or 3 yards of carry is not going to be a bad thing for us. I'm not going to get frustrated. I'm not going to let our offensive staff get frustrated as well. We have to take our time, and when our shots are there, we got to deliver on them. So,
Coach, with Kirby Smart yesterday, complimented your running back room, and obviously that would be a key offensively for you guys. If you can hang on to the ball and keep it away from them, that sounds elementary, but that would be okay, right?
Yeah, I'd love to open the game up with about a 6-minute drive and get some points. That would be – I couldn't script it any better. So, but, yeah, I love our running back room. Coach McDowell's done a great job with those guys. And, there's going to be opportunity for 5, 6 guys to touch it on Saturday. And let's see who the best one is. And we're going to have to use them all. As we know that we're in a tough league and opening up with this opponent in the SEC, we're going to get banged up a little bit. And we have to be able to roll guys and not drop off.
Coach, you have a lot of new players here, but one constant is Toby Payne, and you mentioned the West Virginia guys you got coaching, and here's a West Virginia kid, big-time leader for you. What's he meant to you and this program since you arrived?
Yeah, Toby has been the standard of what I want our guys to act like on the field, off the field, in the classroom, in the community. He's a tremendous young man that loves this university. Obviously, he had opportunities. He could have probably went anywhere in the country. And for him to stay, he was voted a team captain. And I know he's going down to Georgia to fight. I don't have to worry about Toby. Now we just got to get everybody else to follow him.
Their quarterback, Stockton, kind of really got thrown into the fire at the end of last year, been in the huge moments. What do you notice about him? What's his game?
He throws the ball really well. He's got a strong arm. He can extend plays. He will pull it. I don't know how much they're going to use him in the run game, but he is he's an able runner. He could do what they need him to do off the zone reads and pull it, and so we have to be prepared for that. But you could tell he's a smart kid. He understands their schemes. He got thrown into halftime of the SEC championship and came in and played really well. So, had some big throws, and then he started against Notre Dame. So he's been there, done that, and, he's a really, really good player in my opinion.
Anything further for Coach?
There's just one thing about the enthusiasm of the guys. Every great football player wants to play in a theater like this. Do you get that feeling from your guys this week?
I do. There was a different vibe when we took the field Sunday night. And I told our coaching staff, I told them sitting in this room before we went out to practice, we have to have a different level of juice because we're going to need that. It's going to be us, and we'll have, I know Marshall fans travel well, and we'll have our little corner of green, and we're walking into probably 90,000. So, we're going to bring our own juice, and it's going to be different. For these guys, a lot of these guys haven't played in this big of a stadium against this kind of opponent, and we have to make sure early on, again, that our emotions don't play into this thing. We have to stay the same, whether we score, turn it over, whatever it is on the first drive. we have to just be able to continue to go play that next one and not get too high and not get too low.
All right, anything further for Coach? All righty, thank you, Coach Gibson.
All right, thank you guys.